Good morning, everybody.
Good, incredibly early morning to you.
Yep.
Hi, Jason. I'm hoping we have a couple more people join us for this very important stream. It's not going to be a long one. It's not, for me to act a fool and make people laugh, or for me and my cohort to argue about some mundane thing that we have completely different looks, takes on, which is like everything, I guess. We agree on a lot of things, but most things we have totally different ways of looking at.
Well, true. Yes.
You
We're right. You're wrong.
know, we're right now. We speak of ourselves in the third person now, do we?
Oh, I'm British royalty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I have papers saying I'm royalty in a couple of different places. You, you should know. You gave them to me.
Hi, Damien.
Damien, hey. Oh God. um. I'm looking for Australians today. Uh, I love you all, but today I need the help of some Australians. No, hi, sweet pea.
I see.
I am. Let me put this up so people can see what I'm talking about. I am not decidedly okay, but it's not me that's a problem or in having a problem. Um, our dear, loving family member and friend Taipan has gone missing. I usually talk to this man daily, as I do most of the guys here. Uh, Thank you, Damien. Now, um, he has medical issues. Um, and in the past, he disappeared for a couple days and then contacted us. He'd been in the hospital. However, um, it's been going on 5 days. We all tried together calling the Brisbane police to file a missing persons report. And yeah, no, they won't do anything because we're not in the country, and because, as you all know, Taipan has got the wanderlust. He drives around in his motorhome with his 4x4 on the back, and you know he's he he travels around, but he stays in Queensland. He's been in Brisbane for quite a while. Um, so because he doesn't have a hard address, they won't even try. Because we don't know the last place he was camping out. I know it's a park with a dedicated soccer field, and I mean, it could be professional. It's got buildings and such, and lights and good bleachers. And I know there's a coffee shop that he goes to every day. But other than that, I really, I have his name, birthday, I have everything but an address. And I'm hoping that my Australians can reach out to their police and say, look, this guy means something. He's a human being, and he's not. He needs. He could be in that motorhome needing help.
Right. Yeah. So, we normally sort of hear from him, chat to him. Yeah. Even he uploads a video to one of his channel, Vintage TV.
Or there's
Uh,
children's one.
yeah, and that hasn't happened recently. So, and So yeah, as from our perspective, yeah, he's missing, and yeah, we are concerned. I mean, maybe he decided to go for the sort of walkabout type thing that Australians are so renowned for. Maybe he's, as AMG says. I mean, we know that he's had some medical issues in the past. Maybe one of those has resurfaced. In which case, we hope that he's missing because he's in hospital, because he's either called for an ambulance or somebody stops by and chats with him occasionally, has spotted it, but we don't know.
I
So,
do know that people stop by almost daily
mm,
to talk to him, and that there whatever version of the Council on the Aging that Australia has talks to him all the time to try to give him resources and stuff because they think he's homeless, but he's not. This is the home he bought. He's got his
mm,
car on the back, and it just,
yeah. So, from what I understand, as AMG said, I mean, asking the police to do a welfare check on him dr- drags to a halt because they've got no fixed abode for them to go to do the welfare check, and
and then they
it's
had us
diff- it's difficult raising a missing persons report when you're not
half
in
the
the
world away.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
So
told us to contact our at first when we tried it, they said try our local PD. But I think they must have misunderstood and thought it was an American in Australia
yes,
or something.
yeah.
But we've called back since and said, look, he's Australian. He's born and raised there. He's lived there his whole life. Please. But it's still, there's nobody even looking
Mm.
for him. He's got a 28-foot motorhome with a 4x4 on the back, and that he trailers with him. He's got solar panels, and like they could just be on a lookout for him, But they're not even doing that. I just, if you remember, guys, this happened with Schrodinger. He didn't show up for the stream we were supposed to do. I couldn't get a hold of him. I finally found the hotel. They wouldn't go into the room, so I called the cops in Mississippi, and they did a welfare check, and he was gone by that time. I don't want to lose another friend. I can't. And if you're in Australia and you could help us light a fire under the police there, please do. DM me. My Simon, could you put in chat my
Just have
the
your channel.
yeah, and then my email. Uh, Tina Corbo is fine. My name is Tina Corbo, or Tina Marie Corbo. This is my friend, and I
Whoops, got
want
that wrong.
to find him. Tina Corbo 07 at
No, I typoed. I got 09, but
it's okay.
I spotted it and corrected it.
Thank you. So contact me one way or another if you can help us, and I'll give you a picture and stuff. I just want,
Yeah. So if you're willing to help, can help,
and if you
and
know, good,
and primarily if you're in Australia.
and if you can find, if like maybe those people can be in Australia can tell me if I call the hospitals, will they let me know anything?
Hi there, you go. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
and, it may sound stupid, but I got tracked down by a non-family member,
Mhm.
um, because they got prodded and poked by a certain 87% Italian lady
I don't
to
play when it comes to
to
my
to
friends.
try and find me when I sort of did a similar thing to Taipan. I sort of dropped off the radar a little bit. So I know it can be done, but then again, for various reasons, AMG knows a bit more about me than we know about Taipan, because Taipan's a private person and I respect that.
Well,
Um,
I knew what the information I gave Cap was your name, your full name,
mm,
your birthday,
yeah,
and they
and
found like
yeah.
that's what we had.
Well, one of the major points about it was where I live, and there's only one hospital there.
Yeah, but it
Um,
doesn't matter.
yeah, Brisbane has got. Okay, I'm not saying it just means phoning. Yeah, rinse
More,
repeating
yeah.
more times. But yeah,
I just if whatever help anybody can give us
yeah,
would be so
yeah.
appreciated.
Um, yeah, Damien. I suspect somebody who actually lives in Queensland would be better, but
But
I'm guessing perhaps that almost anybody in Australia itself might be of some
better
use.
than not in
Yeah,
Australia.
yeah, yeah. So I say if you're in Australia, preferably if you're in Queensland, better and better. If you're in and around, I believe it's the Brisbane area,
There's
please drop AMG an email
if you
or
know
join
somebody
the
who
Discord,
lives
drop her a
there,
DM. Yeah,
if you even know somebody who lives there or anything, why does Australia have to be
yeah,
so fucking big?
yeah. And so we would
I
greatly
didn't realize
appreciate
how
it.
big Brisbane was gonna be, and I don't think he was gone without contact this long last time. Maybe please try to contact her or him or them. Um, I just he comes across as crass and sometimes I don't know bad. He says bad things to some people, bad things, but you know what? He's from a different place, a different time, definitely, and he is one of the best people I know. He he's he's got a huge heart, and he gives so much of his time to help people less fortunate than him, and never tells anybody he's doing it. And he's a good man. He's a good friend. He's our family. We're family here, and I would do this for every single one of you. Lady Dragon's Blood, when we couldn't get a hold of her, I was beside myself. We worry about people here because you do matter to us. When you don't show up for a stream or two, I'm like, wait, I don't remember seeing Damien around for a while, or I don't remember seeing Lady Dragon's Blood, or anybody. Sweepy hasn't been here in a while, and I'm like, wait a minute. I always think first, did I do something to piss them off? Then B, are they okay? And then I start asking around, have you seen them anywhere else, like in another stream? And usually I get a yes. I'm like, okay, they just haven't been coming around here. Good, fine. But as long as you know you're okay, then that's all I need. But we will amp it up until we find out, because that's just what we do here. Because I do. It's more than just a catchphrase for me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I've
Don't make her
learned.
get on that plane.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from Taipan because of Taipan also, and because of Simon and everybody. I've learned how to look at things from other people's perspective, how to stop and try to put myself in their shoes. I never was like that before. You think I'm an angry bitch now? You should have seen me before. I was mm-mm-mm, not nice at all.
Just call me Henry Higgins.
Here you go. In Oxford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen. Mm.
My work is done.
Oh God. But yeah.
And if you can say Timothy Taylor's landlord, you gain your English card.
Oh shoot. I think I should have it by now, but and I will say this, if I find my friend and he's okay, I will happily, and you have this stream to hold it up on me, I will happily eat Vegemite every morning for breakfast. Just saying.
For a week, for a month, forever.
For the rest of my life.
Actually, with Vegemite, that might be too long. So yeah.
I will have toast with butter and Vegemite every morning. Every morning. And I will take a picture every morning to prove it. I just want my friend back. I want my friend back. And that might be, funny, but I'll do anything. If I could give, if I could give parts of myself, I would. I just,
Yeah.
waiting scares me because
Yes,
like he could
because
be
you do.
there needing help.
Yeah, because you do patience so well.
I have none.
Mm,
So, yeah. I've learned a lot from my Aussie friends too, like how to eat a meat pie and how to not let everything bother me,
mhm.
which I'm still trying to master. So I haven't said I've mastered it, but I'm still
You're aware of them. Yeah.
I'm aware of these concepts. Yes,
Yes, you know that Foster's isn't really a proper drink.
yes, I know Foster's not the Australian name for beer, and I know what a knife is, and
That's not a knife.
that's a knife. Um, but yeah,
You know what quokkas are.
I know what quokka is. Yes, the Kefir. Yes, Foster's is best. Yeah,
Mm.
they. I gotta say, dude, that PR thing was brilliant because over here we all thought Foster's was Australian for me. Like you guys loved it. Everybody drank
Um,
all night, every night. Like that was a brilliant marketing campaign.
what was that guy? The Paul Hogan. He was.
He
I
didn't
think
do that one.
he did a lot of Foster's adverts over here.
No,
I
he
think.
didn't. Not here.
I
For
said over
us,
here.
it was Australian tourism, which was
Ah,
I'll put another shrimp on the bobby for you. But you guys would call it a prawn. See, I learned that too, and I learned that uh, fucking kangaroos are jacked. Holy shit, uh, they're quite weird. Like to see their muscles are too human like for me. It's weird. It's
mm,
uncanny valley. But baby kangaroos are so sweet, little joeys, and I want one so bad. And if you have anything that's pouch like, they'll jump right into it.
mhm.
They don't care. They'll dive right into it. And now you have a little baby kangaroo. Like as long as the mom doesn't try to kill you, you got a little baby kangaroo. Hi.
Hi and bye, Johnny.
If you know anybody in Australia, please send them my way. Taipan is missing. Thank you. And I need to find my friend. And until I do, my birthday is canceled. Just say I can't celebrate my birthday without him. Can't do it. I won't do it. Um, I'm trying not to cry. I really am. But that's what I've been doing for the past few days. Just going out of my mind and with breaks of crying in between. Um, when I say I love you guys, I mean it. And some of you have gotten super close too. We've played games, we spent time together in chats and stuff. It means the world to me. And I'd like to get back into it more. It was hard at first with the eye thing, but I've adapted with my vision loss. Um, Pete Gustin has taught me a lot about living with the blindness through his Find a Way uh, foundation and just his attitude. The man can surf and he skateboards and he does everything blind and he's amazing. And I think of him when things are at my worst. He just did a song that I highly recommend called Underestimate Me. It's about him losing his sight and everything. I don't know if we should play the video. Maybe not now. But
Probably not.
the chorus is go ahead, friend, underestimate me. Go ahead, friend, something. And then try to give it a shot. You see what I got. No eyes, but I'm still a lot, you know? And underrate, that's the second part. But yeah, it's just a lot of his struggle and everything. And it's really well done. And I'm proud of him for that too now. Um, I'm thinking of taking, he has Voice University. I'm thinking about taking it. It's only like a 3-hour course. He teaches you how to do voice acting. He coaches a little bit, but he teaches you mainly how to get the jobs and stuff like that. And if people are serious that my voice is something nice to listen to, and if I learn how to hone it better, I might be able to make some money. Not not like him. He's every movie that you ever heard is Pete Gustin in a world where he also does the voice for Optimus Prime. He's got a great voice.
Mhm.
Um, what do you think of the idea of me trying to do that?
I will never say, well, almost never say no. Yeah, sure.
What's amazing to me is he, being blind, can't read the copy, can't read the script. It's in an earpiece being spoken to him, read to him by AI, and he speaks it in at the same time. Like he hears it and says it in real time. And I just don't know how his brain processes that quickly. You know?
Practice.
Yeah,
But
obviously.
yeah, it's not an easy trick
Yeah, how
to
fast he can
accomplish.
do
I
it.
wouldn't have thought.
Because he did an Eminem song, one of his fastest songs. So he's hearing Eminem do it and saying it in real time, and it gets so incredibly fast. There's no way I could even understand how he's processing that. People are amazing, I'm finding. And I wish I hadn't waited till the end of my life to find out these things. But I'm inspired by so many different types of people now. Not just the ones that we're told are inspiring, the beautiful ones that are super successful. And the Katy Perrys of the world who go to space and become astronauts by not paying lots of money, by having friends who do it. It's so stupid. She's not an astronaut. They went on a very nice carnival ride.
Very nice, very expensive
Yeah,
carnival ride. Yeah,
but it was a carnival ride just the same. And I don't care what Gail says. Shut your mouth, Gail. Um, Trying to compare it to Alan Shepard. Alan Shepard actually went into orbit, and he did it on untested technology. He didn't know he was going to come back or just blow up at ignition. You know, fuck you dilettantes. And they did it in designer clothes,
well,
not what astronauts wear.
you got to look good for the aliens. Come on.
Yeah, well, and the thing that galls me the most is having the true gift of being able to do that ride, right? having 4 minutes past the Kármán line in space, and Katy Perry spends all of it staring into a camera, a picture of herself, instead of looking out the fucking window. That to me is grotesque. She she showed that stupid Daisy. She dropped her set list at her new tour and sang "What a Wonderful World It Could Be" or something like that. It's a
Mm.
it's a wonderful world or something. Yeah. One of those. Yeah, it's a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. I see green
Mm.
trees of green. Yeah, that thing. It was grotesque and narcissistic, and yeah, I'm glad they're getting backlash. And then kissing the ground. Mm. So yeah. Did you know that Johnny Somali's been let back on YouTube?
Yeah, you mentioned. Well,
Oh,
I
yes.
did.
Okay.
You mentioned it to me
I
yesterday,
didn't
but
know if I told you.
it, it seems a bit weird. These sort of banned from almost every other.
Well, it's technically not his channel. It's
Oh, okay.
boyfriend.
Sorry. Yeah, he's. Yeah, I'm assuming he could do the same on the other channels if he just.
I don't know what made him wait. What took him so long to think of that trick? I
Um,
thought of it a long time ago. Hey, dude, Hank's got a mouth. Let him sign up for it. And he's got gained some notoriety. But it's not gonna last. It's not gonna
I I have no absolute evidence one way or the other, but judging by the what I would assume to be the collective IQ of that pair,
last.
I'm not surprised it took them this long to think of it.
True, 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 true. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you some
Mm.
kind of entertainment value today, guys.
Yes.
I just,
I was
I,
about to say we've drifted off the point a little. You need sleep.
I just wanted to make this
Mhm.
stream. I'm sorry, guys. I will make it up to you and do a real stream soon, and everything. I just want my friend back.
Right.
So if you can help in any way, please do. Um, and um, as a just a sign to the universe or God or whatever, uh, on His behalf, right? Uh, just say something nice to a person who's alone, or if you see somebody who looks like they have had a while since their last meal, give them a sandwich. Thank you, Damien. I appreciate your time and listening and coming, and I just feel bad that it was for a very you know best instead
Mm.
of just wanting to catch up with you. But I appreciate you coming. If you guys talk to Dalek Bec, please ask her to contact any of us. Um, and if you know anybody in Queens and Brisbane, if you know anybody, if you can help us with phone calls to area hospitals, anything you can do. My Discord is always active. My email, I'll be checking. I Most importantly, please take very good care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy,
Mm.
and don't be a stranger. Um, Sign on anything.
Um, I just echo what Jason's just said. Crass sounding or not, he Taipan has a very big heart and is always giving.
Yes, always giving. And more
I
people stand to be like him.
yeah, I mean, I don't have a little Johnny joke to play out on because I'm not Irish Dublin, but I can say, I mean, sometimes I wake up grumpy, other times I let her sleep in.
Ah, Wait, who's grumpy in that situation
Well, not me.
then? Not me.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh. Well, we know you're not married, sir, so what do you mean by that?
Well, you're quite grumpy without coffee, so.
I just don't want to face the world without coffee. That's just wrong. Anyways,
Indeed.
like I said, if you can do anything or you can talk to anybody, please do.
Yeah.
I have a bad but I do have a picture of him for the authorities to use. Um, and just please, anything. And in the meantime, do as he does. You know, help those around you.
Mhm.
And please take care of yourselves and know that I love you because I do. Whenever you're
Right.
ready.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. And as Andy says, and if you can think of a
Oh,
trick that we haven't tried,
look, Damien.
aha. This week in Little Johnny's English class, they were learning about punctuation. When they got to periods, Johnny asked why are periods so important. The teacher informed him and asked why he wanted to know. He said, "When my mother told us she missed a period, my father began yelling, and my mum passed out."
Oh God. Good one.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for
Damien.
that.
Right, and I think on that note,
We shall go.
yeah. And as I was saying, if you can think of any trick that we haven't tried, um, I think effectively we've gone or got Interpol involved,
No, we
or a case
tried.
has been. Oh, okay.
We did find an international missing person, but we don't know if it's an
That's it. Yeah,
actual thing.
yeah, um,
Trying
yeah. If you,
everything we can get our hands on at this point.
yeah, and if you know anybody who happens to be in that area and can help, please point them our way. And on that note, bid you good night, good morning, whatever, and take care.
Bye bye, guys. I love you.